Okay, so today we are going to continue with the application of dimensional analysis, and we'll solve some numericals based on that also. Okay, so we have done with the first one. Now, second application of dimensional analysis is conversion of units. Like you can convert a system of unit, or you can convert a unit into like other system of unit. Like as we have already converted some SI unit to CGS, right? So these things we have already done. You can also do it using dimensional analysis method. Okay, so if you use the dimension, the concept of dimension, you can also convert the unit. How can we do that? Let us say any physical quantity, you know that any physical quantity can be represented as n into u, right? You can express any physical quantity as n into u. N is the numerical value and u is the unit, right? So we are not worried about this n part here. So can I say that I can write here n1 u1 is equal to n2 u2. We know we can write like this. Whatever the unit you select to express a physical quantity, this can be written, right? So product of numerical value and unit will be what? Same for all the system of units. So this is what we know. Now can I write, if in first system of unit, the dimensional formula, like the dimensions of mass, or if I say the mass, length and time, can be represented as like this. So if I write n1 into m1 to the power a, l1 to the power b, and t1 to the power c. So what is a, b and c? So a, b, c are the dimensions. Whether I write this dimension in this unit or in any other unit, does it depend? Guys, tell me, does dimension depend on the system of unit that you have selected? Please write your answer in the chat. Does the dimension of a physical quantity depend on the system of unit selected? जल्दी से बताइए. No. No. ठीक है. Why no? देखो, ध्यान से देखो. If I ask you to write the dimension of, let's say, velocity, what is dimension of velocity, guys? L T inverse 1. This is the dimensional formula for velocity. What is dimension of length? Like what is the dimension of length here? 1. Dimension of time -1, right? I can use this dimension to express CGS in CGS unit also, and for SI unit also. For SI unit, if I try to write the unit like considering this dimension, can I say in SI unit length can be considered as kg and time can be considered as second. So I'll write kg per second. This is the unit. But if I try to write this in terms of CGS unit, what will I write? L for gram and T ka second. So as you can see, the dimension of mass in this one is also 1. In this one is also 1. Only thing is the representation. Here I have written kg. Here I have written gram. That is what we have changed. Did we change the power here? No. This is kg to the power 1, gram to the power 1. Sorry, yeah, meter, not kg. Yeah, sorry, my bad. It is meter, this is centimeter, right? So we have only like changed the meter, like it is meter here, here centimeter. What is the power? Meter to the power 1, centimeter to the power 1, that's it, right? Similarly, second to the power -1, second to the power -1. You will change the way in which you express the unit, but did you change the power of those units? No. That means dimension, these are the nothing but dimensions, right? We have not changed the dimensions when we change the unit. Okay? So this is what I try to say. That is why whenever I'll be using dimension A, B, and C for mass, length, and time in unit 1. I'll use the same dimension in unit 2 also. Only representation will change. So I'll write N2 into M1 के जगह क्या लिखेंगे? M2. Let us say the representation is now M2. So M2 to the power A. Now I'll write L2 to the power B and T2 to the power C. Okay? So this is what we can write. Now can I say that if this is equal, so I can say that dimension of mass here, dimension of mass here, they are equal. So AA. Okay? If I ask you to convert this 1 Newton into CGS system of unit, how can you do that? So let me solve this one for you so that you can solve the next one. How can I write this 1 Newton? So 1 Newton is what? In SI unit, right? This Newton is in SI unit. we need to convert this into CGS unit. Can I write from here, if I ask you to get the value of, like, if this is the SI unit, this is the CGS unit. So I'll write like this: 1 Newton is nothing but, I can say that 1 is the numerical value into, I can say, M1A into L1B into T1C. I can write like this, should be equal to, I don't know the numerical value, so let's say that is N2, ठीक है, into M2 to the power A, L2 to the power B, and T2 to the power C. I can write like this. Correct, guys? Now let us consider this is the CGS unit. Sorry, this is the SI unit I'm talking about. This is the SI unit, and this one is the CGS unit I'm talking about. Now what do I need to get? I need to get this ratio, right? ये पूरा मिल जाए तो काम हो जाएगा. Or this numerical value, if I get the numerical value, I'll get the answer. Because these things I know. This M2 will be what? Gram. The unit of mass is what? Gram. The unit of this L2 is what? So can I say I have to get this N2? So N2 can be written as क्या लिखेंगे बच्चा लोग? So M1 to the power A divided by M2 to the power A into L1 to the power B divided by L2 to the power B. This is one, right? Now then T1 to the power C divided by T2 to the power C. Now these are the dimensions of, like, these are the ratios that you are going to get. What is M1? Mass hai, right? In SI unit, how do you write mass? तो kg में लिखते हैं, right? Let me add one page here. So I can write N2 is equal to, ध्यान से देखना, N2 will be equal to M1 to the power A. तो M1 क्या है बच्चा लोग और M2 क्या है, आप ध्यान से देख लो. What is the ratio of this? So can I say M1 or M2, like if you're getting this power, what does this power suggest? This power suggests the dimensions. They are not going to change, right? So if I convert that, so if I write 1 into kg, M1 क्या है बच्चा लोग? Kg. ठीक है? और what is this M2? M2 will be gram. तो ग्राम कैसे लिखेंगे? Like if you write this 1 gram here, if you write 1 gram here, guys, can you see me? Am I visible to all of you? But why the video has stuck? Guys, can you hear me? Am I audible to all of you? Now can you see me? क्या प्रॉब्लम है? Okay, ठीक है. Then why few of you told video नहीं दिख रहा है? Okay, ठीक है, no problem. So now tell me, what is the value of A here? What is the dimension of mass in force? We are talking about force. Tell me, guys, what is the dimension of mass in force? बताइए बच्चे लोग. What is dimension of mass in force? 1. I'll write 1 into length 1. So in SI unit, how do you write length? So meter. How do you write length in CGS unit? Centimeter. To the power B. What is the dimension of length here? So what is the value of B here? So ML. L again, L1 hai. So 1. Now T1 is what? Second only. So 1 second divided by 1 second. To the power minus. So A is what? 1, B is what? 1, ml T inverse 2, right? So this is what we have written. Now we need to convert this kg into gram, right? I have to, no, not minute. 1 minute कैसे होता है? So I have to convert this kg into gram. So tell me, what is the relation between 1 kg and 1 gram? I can write this as 1000 gram divided by 1 gram to the power 1 into 100 centimeter divided by 1 centimeter into 1 by 1, ठीक है, तो that is not going to change, right? तो ये तो 1 ही हो गया, to the power minus 1 by 2, nothing changes. So now I'm going to get n2 is equal to, now solve it down, तो क्या मिलेगा बच्चा लोग, 10 to the power 3 into 10 to the power 2. So the n2 value comes as 10 to the power 5. So can I say that 1 Newton is equal to, here what is 1, here this is the n1, this is the u1. So I'll write n2 is what, 10 to the power 5. u2 कितना होता है बच्चा लोग, तो 9 लिखते हैं, or you can say 10 to the power 5. What is u2? You can write gram centimeter per second square. So I had to get this value, numerical value. Once I'll get this, get the answer. ठीक है बच्चा लोग, समझ में आया क्या? Guys, click yes if you understand how to do this. One Newton is not MLT inverse 2. 1 Newton is a force. MLT inverse 2 is a dimensional formula because why are you relating those things? चलो समझ में आया सबको? This is how you have to use the dimensional analysis method to convert one unit to other. ठीक है? इसको convert करके दिखाओ. Now I'm giving you. Try to answer this. Second one. This part. जल्दी से answer करो. Come on, guys. Please try to get the answer for second one. Try to get the answer for second one using the same method as we have done here. So convert this, the value of G into CGS. So in CGS unit, how can I equate this? What will be the value of this part in CGS unit? So 6.67 into 10 to the power minus 11 Newton meter square per kg square will be equal to, क्या होगा in CGS unit? Come on, guys, answer this. Okay, I got answer from Viswa. Correct है बच्चा. Your unit is थोड़ा यूनिट का देख लो बच्चा. Okay, ठीक है. Write the unit in terms of dyne and all. Yes, Renuka, correct. Very good. Not dyne, bacha. Here, see, the unit is not in terms of dyne, right? So unit of Newton will be converted into dyne. So you'll get the unit will be dyne centimeter square per gram square. Unit will be this. Newton का हो जाएगा dyne in CGS. Meter will get centimeter square, and then kg square will get g square. So the unit should be dyne centimeter square per kg square. The value, but the value that we have given, Vishwa and Renuka, that is correct. Others, please answer. Tarak, no, I think you have committed some calculation mistake. Yes, Supreet, correct. Kirtan, no, तुमने कुछ गड़बड़ किया है. Yes, Vinayaka, correct. Tanmay, correct. Come on, guys. Yes, Harshvardhan, correct. Yes, Krishna, correct. Very good. Okay, fine, very good. Come on, guys. बाकी लोग, Srinivas has got the no. Srinivas, please check your answer. गड़बड़ है कुछ? देखो मैं सॉल्व करता हूँ, ठीक है? तो कुछ लोगों ने कुछ सिली मिस्टेक्स किया है. So I'm going to solve the second part. So I have to convert 6.67 into 10 to the power minus 11 Newton meter square per kg square. So kahan convert karna? Into CGS, right? So I'll consider the first one, like if I write N1 U1. So I am considering this as, let me write this part as N1 and this is the U1. Okay. Now this should be equal to, I don't know the value of N2, but I know what is U2. U2 कितना होगा बच्चा लोग? तो यूनिट तो मुझे पता है, डाइन सेंटीमीटर स्क्वायर पर gram square, है ना? So this U2 is known to us. There is no any problem with that. But what is the value of N2? That is what? Unknown here. So once I know the value of this unknown, that is the answer. Got it? तो कैसे करेंगे देखो. So now can I say this N2? I can write this as N1 into M1 to the power A. Now L1 to the power B and T1 to the power C. Tell me what is the dimensional formula for G? Last class we have discussed this. Tell me what is the dimensional formula for capital G? Because this is nothing but capital G, right? This is nothing but the capital G value. See here. है ना? Tell me what is the dimensional formula for universal gravitational constant? जल्दी बताइए. Come on बच्चा लोग. What is the dimensional formula for capital G? भूल गया सब? देखो सब इधर ध्यान से. So we are having what? यहाँ से भी आप कर सकते हो आराम से. FR2. Akshay, what you are saying? Yeah, one of you have answered. Tarak Datta, M inverse 1, L3, T inverse 2. Correct hai. So I'll write here A is nothing but minus 1 and B is nothing but कितना होगा बच्चा लोग? 3 or minus 3? It will be 3 and T will have minus 2. Now verify this. Are we having the same? Are you having the same thing? Okay, this is U1, no problem. Yeah, okay, thank you, bacha. And this is U2. Okay, so those who are finding difficulty in the dimensional formula for this, I would suggest you should revise this. But anyway, I'm going to revise this for you so that you should not feel, okay, I don't know that. If I ask you to find the dimensional formula for this, force will have ML T inverse 2 into meter square will have L2 divided by kg's mass, so m square. So final answer क्या मिलेगा? mn inverse 1 L3 T inverse 2. ठीक है? So this is the dimensional formula for capital G or universal gravitational constant. Now I know the value of A, B and C, so I'll put that value. So I'm having A is equal to minus 1, B is equal to 3, and C is equal to minus 2. Now let us try to find out the value of N2. So N2 will be equal to N1 into M1 by M2 to the power minus 1, L1 by L2 to the power 3, and T1 divided by T2 to the power minus 2. Now what is M1? So mass कैसे, how do you represent? N1 का value पता है 6.67 into 10 to the power minus 11. Tell me what is M1? तो kg, right? So 1 kg divided by 1 gram to the power minus 1. Now L1, 1 meter divided by 1 centimeter to the power 3. Now 1 second divided by 1 second to the power minus 2. ठीक है बच्चा लोग? So this is how we can write. Yeah, now solve this. So I can write N2 is equal to 6.67 into 10 to the power minus 11. Now I can see, you can convert kg into gram or gram into kg, it doesn't matter. When you'll convert that, if you convert kg into gram, gram get cancelled, you get the numerical value. Or when you convert this gram into kg, kg will get cancelled, you get the numerical value. So it doesn't matter, किसमें convert कर रहे हो. So conveniently, it will be convenient for you if you convert kg into gram. सबको पता है, तो 10 to the power 3 gram divided by 1 gram. Gram cancel to the power minus 1. ठीक है? Now into 1 meter can be written as 10 to the power 2 centimeter divided by 1 centimeter to the power 3. So centimeter cancel, and this 1 second by 1 second is gone. That is nothing but 1. Now solve this. So you'll get 6.67 into 10 to the power minus 11 into 10 to the power minus 3. How did I get minus 3? Because 10 to the power 3 to the power minus 1. See, if you are having a to the power p to the power q, tell me what will be the answer? A to the power p ka pura power q. So I write this as a to the power p into q. So these powers, these will be multiplied, right? So that is what I have done here. So 10 to the power 3 to the power minus 1 will be 10 to the power 3 into minus 1. So minus 3. ठीक है? Now into 10 to the power 6. So यहाँ क्या मिलेगा? 2 into 3, that is 6. Yes बच्चा, yes प्रथम, yes कीर्तन correct, हर्षवर्धन correct, तारक दत्ता correct. Now solve this down. तो क्या मिलेगा? Solve करिए. So 10 to the power 6. This is 10 to the power minus 14. So correct answer would be 6.67 into 10 to the power minus 8. तो N2 मिल गया मुझे 6.67 into 10 to the power minus 8. So you can write 6.67 into 10 to the power minus 11 Newton meter square per kg square can be written as 6.67 into 10 to the power minus 8 dyne centimeter square per gram square. Alright guys, समझ में आया क्या? Guys, please click yes if you have understood this. Guys, please click yes if you have understood this. So you have to take help of the dimensional or the dimensions. ठीक है, क्या power है उसके हिसाब से आप ratio निकाल दो. That is how you can convert one system of unit into another one. And our aim is to like find the numerical value only. You can't derive the units, like how can I get gram? You can't derive it. That is a convention. We say in CGS unit of mass is what? A gram. ठीक है, तो न्यूमेरिकल वैल्यू ही तो मुझे निकालना होता है ना if you want to convert that unit. तो थोड़ा सा इसको ध्यान से देखिएगा, ठीक है? So this was the second application of dimensional analysis. So now let us move on to third one. And third one is very very important guys. Believe me, this is very very important. तो थोड़ा बिल्कुल अच्छे से ध्यान से समझिएगा. So the third one says that like if you want to establish relation among the physical quantities as a product of power function, like if you want to derive a relation between two derived physical quantity, or if you want to express derived physical quantity in terms of some fundamental physical quantity, then this dimensional analysis will help you. कैसे बताएगा देखो ध्यान से. But one thing that you have to take care of is this one, that this dependence should be like a product of power function. क्या है बच्चा लोग ध्यान से देखना. This is what important here. To establish relation among various physical quantities as a product of power function. As a product of power function. So let me give you example and try to solve it down. ठीक है, मैं बताता हूँ कैसे करेंगे इसको. Guys, do you have any problem with my audio? How many of you are facing problem with the audio? Guys, how many? Click yes if you are facing problem with the audio. So it's clear, right? Thank you. Guys, those who are facing problem with the audio, I would say that please check your internet connection. That happens when you're not having good internet connection. Okay? Because when we also attend any meeting, and if that occurs, that will be because of the internet. Okay? So try to reconnect it. You'll get proper audio. Okay? Because I think there should not be any stuck. Okay? The audio should be clear to all of you. I'm using a mic now, and I'm taking the class with the same mic. And I didn't find this. I didn't get this feedback as my audio is getting stuck. That is only that can only occur if I am having a bad connection or if you're having a bad connection. Okay. Chalo. So a few of you are saying that it's clear. That means from my side it's clear. From my side the connection is fine. So I would suggest कि please check your internet connection. Okay. देखिए. So how can we derive a relation among various physical quantities? So I'll explain this particular application using some examples. ठीक है, कैसे करना है आपको समझ में आएगा. So first example is, if I say the frequency of a stressed string, you don't know anything. Consider you don't know anything. How can you derive the frequency? What is frequency? Just imagine this. Just you know the dimension. You have to know just the dimensions to derive any relation among different physical quantities. So this example suggests that the frequency of a stressed string, तो frequency क्या है चलो, this is what we have to find out. So the frequency of stressed string depends on the tension, length L of the string and the mass per unit length. इसको mu बोलते हैं, but I couldn't write mu here, तो मैंने इसको इधर लिख दिया u. ठीक है. So the mass per, यहाँ पे space रहेगा. So the mass per unit length n of the string. Derive the formula for frequency. So you have to derive the formula for a frequency which depends on tension, length of the string and the mass per unit length of the string. So what we are going to write, I will write the frequency. If I represent frequency as f, so I'll say f is proportional to f to the power a. Okay, what did I write? I don't know whether this is directly proportional to f or inversely proportional to f, or I can say square of, like it is directly proportional to square of 4. So I don't know anything. So I have used it is proportional to f to the power a. A can have any value. A कोई भी value रख सकता है. Similarly, I can say frequency is also directly proportional to क्या है बच्चा लोग? Length. So length to the power b. And I can also write frequency is directly proportional to n to the power c. ठीक है? Mass per unit length. So consider frequency depends on f to the power a, length to the power b, and n to the power c. Now, if I combine this, I can say, but yes, this combination, this arrangement should be allowed. That means I can write it is directly proportional to f to the power a and l to the power b and n to the power c. So if I combine this, then I can say that f can be written as some constant k. This is what? A dimensionless constant. Because to exclude this, okay, to get rid of this proportionality sign, I will, because we have talked about all the physical quantities. So I am left with a dimensionless constant. So this is what? Dimensionless constant. I can write f is equal to some dimensionless constant into f to the power a, l to the power b, and n to the power c. This is small f. Okay, guys. So if I can write like this, can I say we have to use principle of homogeneity? And what is principle of homogeneity? That you can compare or you can do mathematical operations with the similar or with the same or with the identical physical quantity. If I'm equating this with this term, that means whatever the dimension this quantity is having, the same dimension this quantity must have. So if I'm equating this f is equal to k into capital F to the power a, l to the power b, and n to the power c, that means I have written this is nothing but frequency only. So I have equated it, right? That means this is also a frequency. And dimension of frequency will remain same whether you express at small f or like this. Correct, hai na? So can I say this value or this pura term must have dimensions of f or frequency. Let me write pura frequency. Correct, guys? Let me erase this of frequency. ठीक है, चलो देखो. So now what we are going to do? Now we'll compare the dimensions. That's it. Tell me what is the dimensional formula for frequency? Come on, guys, tell me. What is the dimensional formula for frequency? Yes. What is that? T inverse 1. So I'll write T inverse 1. I'm not using these square brackets, thoda sa convenience ke liye. Now, what is the dimensional formula for K? No dimension, right? I have considered dimensionless constant. Now tell me what is the dimensional formula for F? Force. Dimensional formula for force. Come on, guys. ML T inverse 2. So let it write. Let us write that ML T inverse 2 to the power small a. Tell me what is the dimensional formula for L? That is length. So I'll write L. So L to the power B. Now dimensional formula for N. Mass per unit length. What will be that? So M divided by L to the power C. Got it? So N is what? Mass per unit length. So kg per meter. That means M divided by L. Got it, guys? Now tell me, if on to the left hand side, if you're having time as, if time is having dimension -1, what should be the dimension of time on the right hand side? If they are the same physical quantity, the dimension of time on left hand side should be equal to the dimension of time on the right hand side. Vinayak, please आप अपना device को देख लो बच्चा. I think that is not a problem from my side. Okay, now can I write this T inverse as M0? I can write like this also, M0, L0 and T -1. I can write like this, correct? Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to compare. So comparing the dimensions of first M. Compare the dimension of M, guys. Tell me, what is dimension of M on the left hand side? 0. What is the dimension of M on the right hand side? Come on, guys, tell me. What is the dimension of mass on the right hand side? A plus C. Are you sure? Kirtan is saying A plus C is the dimension of mass on the right hand side. In this term, the dimension of mass is small a plus C. Is it correct? Okay. Tanmay has also given the same answer. Ritvika, Saksha, not AC, bacha. AC nahi hai. Sachiti, AC nahi hai. It is A plus C. Because if you are having A to the power P into some, let us say, A to the power Q, what will be the answer? You will say A to the power P plus Q. Correct? So here you are having mass to the power A here, and here M to the power C here, and they are what? Multiplied. So what will be the dimension? You'll have A plus C. But if they are equal, so the dimension of mass on the left hand side and dimension of mass on the right hand side, there has to be equal. Then only the dimensions will be equal. Then only they'll have the same, they will be the same physical quantity. So dimension of M, dimension of length, L, dimension of T, everything should be what? Equal. Then only we can say that this is frequency. If this is frequency, then this also be the frequency. Now 0 should be equal to A plus C. Now compare the dimension of length. Bataiye, what will be the dimension of length on the left hand side? What is the dimension of length on the left hand side? 0. Now tell me, what is the dimension of length on the right hand side? So length is having here power A, right? Then B, then minus C. So add all of them, should be equal to A plus B minus C. Got it, guys? Here we are having L to the power A. Here we are having L to the power B. Here we are having L to the power minus C. So their bases are same, their exponents are different, and they have been multiplied into. So A plus B minus C is the power of L to the in the right hand side. So dimension of length in the right hand side is what? A plus B minus C. Very good. Now tell me, what is the dimension of T on the left hand side? It's -1, right? So what will be the dimension of, so what is the dimension of time on the right hand side? Left hand side -1, right hand side कितना है बताओ? Here we are having -2a, 0, 0. तो कितना है बच्चा लोग? -2a. -2a. -2 into a. So -2a. Can I say I'll get a as half? Alright, guys. So a क्या मिला? Half. If I get the value of a as half, tell me what will be the value of c from here? So c is equal to minus a. So I'll get minus half. C is equal to minus half. Now tell me what will be the value of b then? So a is equal to half plus b minus c is equal to minus half. This should be equal to 0. So can I say b will be equal to -1? Because half plus half is 1. And if I bring this half to the right hand side, it will come as negative. So b is equal to -1. Can I say now I get the value of a, b and c? So I can express this frequency as some dimensionless constant k into force to the power a. What is the value of a बच्चा लोग? तो half into length L. बताइए बच्चा लोग, L क्या है? तो L is nothing but L to the power B. B is -1 into N, that is mass per unit length, to the power C. What is the value of C? -half. So now I get the relation between frequency, force, length and mass per unit length. So this is the relation that we have derived. Now tell me, what is the value of this dimensionless constant? Do I know the value? No. You cannot find out what is the value of dimensionless constant using dimensional analysis. You can find these terms, chalega, but how will you get the value of this dimensionless constant? Tell me, guys. So these, if you are going to find out the relation between different fundamental quantities using dimensional analysis, you cannot find the value of dimensionless constant. It can be calculated using experimental method. This can be calculated using experimental method. मैं लिख देता हूं यहाँ पे. This can be calculated using experimentation. तो आप एक्सपेरिमेंट करोगे, वहां से आपको कुछ वैल्यूज मिलेगा, बट यू कैन नॉट फाइंड द वैल्यू ऑफ डायमेंशन दिस डायमेंशनलेस कांस्टेंट यूजिंग डायमेंशनल एनालिसिस. अरे जिसका डायमेंशन ही नहीं है उसको क्या आप कर लोगे? वी आर like doing the dimensional analysis. We are analyzing the dimensions. If a quantity is there which is not having any dimension, how can we analyze that, right? So ये हमारा limitation होता है. This is one of the limitation of dimensional analysis, that we cannot find out the value of dimensionless constant here. Okay, yeah. So you can express frequency as f to the power half, l to the power -1 and n to the power -half. ठीक है? Now tell me, is this a correct equation? जल्दी से बताओ बच्चों. Yeah, you should write, Tarak Datta. You should write. Usually you should write that. Tell me, guys, is it a correct equation? Vikas is saying no. बाकी लोग जल्दी बताइए. Is this equation a correct equation? ये correct है क्या? First of all, you cannot decide. You don't know all the relations, right? But this thing I can say for sure, that it might be a correct equation. It might be a correct equation. तुम्हें पता नहीं है यार, तुम्हें सारे formulas थोड़ी पता है frequency के लिए. When you will be taught this frequency in, yeah, it is correct dimensionally. This equation is dimensionally correct. There is no any doubt in that. But is this equation correct? Maybe. ठीक है? It may be correct. If a equation is dimensionally correct, that will only give you this idea that that equation might be correct. ठीक है? वो correct equation हो सकता है. But dimensionally this is correct. ठीक है? Yeah, you cannot say for sure that this is the actual equation between, or this is the actual relation between frequency and f and all. अभी now if I derive this and if I give you a question related to this, ठीक है, and if they are not related like this, तो आपका गलत आंसर आ जाएगा, गलत आंसर आएगा, राइट? थोड़ा सा ध्यान देना. However, this is a correct equation. ठीक है? However, this is a correct equation. When we'll study the frequency ना, तो आपको मिलेगा पेंडुलम में आप ऐसा कुछ एक डेरिवेशन करोगे, डिवाइडेड बाय t बाय, ऐसे आपको मिलेगा. ठीक है? तो ये सारी चीजें आपको समझ में आएंगे आगे जाके. डोंट वरी. Yeah, so now let us move on to, क्या निकाला हमने? चलो ठीक है. Guys, do you have any doubt in this one? Please write your doubt if you have any in the chat. If you have any doubt in this question, please write that down in the chat section. Okay, ठीक है. Now let us move on to next question. We'll solve so many numericals, guys. Don't worry. Even if you have any, that will be cleared. Don't worry. Now this is the second question. Try to get the answer. ठीक है? कैसे निकालोगे बच्चा? देखो क्वेश्चन क्या है. A gas bubble from an explosion underwater. So जब एक gas bubble explode करता है underwater, let us say that oscillates. Sorry, a gas bubble form an explosion after a gas bubble from an explosion. So when there is an explosion underwater, so some kind of like a gas bubble is formed. So that gas bubble is oscillating with a period capital T. Okay. So that capital T is proportional to pressure P, density of water D, and total energy of the oscillation. Let's call that total energy as capital E. Derive the formula for time period. Okay, derive the formula for time period. So T is directly proportional to कितना है बच्चा लो देखो, तो pressure proportional to pressure, तो pressure to the power A, density of water, so D to the power B, and total energy, let's say that is E to the power C. So this is what has been given to you. So find out what is the value of T. How can you write time period? What is derive the formula for time period in terms of pressure, density, and energy? Come on, guys, do this. Try to get the correct answer here. Guys, please try to get the correct answer. This question must not take more than 2 minutes or 1.5 minutes. 90 seconds में हो जाना चाहिए. Okay, Vikas has answered. Very good. That's good speed. बाकी लोग जल्दी आंसर करो. Come on, guys, please answer it fast. Vikas, you don't have to write that. Time cannot have this dimension m to the power 2, l to the power minus 1. Time will have a dimension of t to the power 1. Pooja, I think there is a problem from your side. Please check yourself. Guys, time, what is the dimensional formula for time? 1, t1, right? Time क्या होता है? Second. So what is the dimensional formula for time period? It will be t to the power 1. That's it. ठीक है? So I didn't get any correct answer till this point. See, few of the standard physical quantity, for few of the standard physical quantities, you have to remember the dimensional formula: force, pressure, power, work done, energy. For these things, you have to remember the dimensional formula. You can't be deriving all these things every time. Mohanish, welcome to the class. You can go through the previous lectures through YouTube. Okay, bacha. Please message me personally or talk to your admission coordinator. She'll send you the WhatsApp, the videos link, YouTube link for the last lectures. Okay. Mohanish, please contact your admission coordinator or your batch coordinator. If you have been added to the group, okay, the one who has added you, contact that guy and ask him or her for the previous classes lecture videos. Okay, so they'll send you the link for that. So the last classes have been uploaded on the YouTube, so you can watch them. Okay, so Harshvardhan has answered p to the power minus 7 by 6, d to the power minus half, and e to the power 2 by 3. Okay, ठीक है. चलो, I've got one answer, but I think I have given you enough time. Most of you must be now able to get that answer. कुछ तो आएगा, देखो. Now let me solve this for you. So again, I'll write this as time period is equal to some constant k, t to the power a, d to the power b, and e to the power c. Now it is written as t to the power 1. Dimensionally, they should also have the same dimensions, right? So they should be correct. Tell me, what is the dimensional formula for pressure? Force per unit area. ml T inverse 2 divided by L square. So ml inverse 1 T inverse 2 to the power. क्या बचा लोग? Small a. Correct? So pressure का dimensional formula is ml inverse 1 T inverse 2. Now what is the dimensional formula for density? Density is mass per unit length. Yes, Ritvika, correct. ml inverse 3. So ml inverse 3 to the power b. Tell me, what is the dimensional formula for energy? So ml 2 T inverse 2. All right. So to the power c. तो इसका power c लिखेंगे हम लोग. Yes, Ritvika, correct. Now let us compare the dimensions. So comparing the dimensions of first mass. चलिए, mass का compare करें dimension कितना है बच्चा लोग? So what is the dimension of mass on the left hand side? That is 0. लड्डू, मोतीचूर का लड्डू, लड्डू मिला. What is the dimension of mass on the right hand side? So here m, here m, here m, तीन जगह में, right? तो m to the power small a, m to the power small b, m to the power small c, they have been multiplied, so their exponents will be added. So a plus b plus c, so 0 has to be equal to a plus b plus c. Yes Kirtan, Ritvika, correct. Yes Swati, correct, very good. Now what about the length? What is the dimension of length on the left hand side? That is laddu, गोल गोल लड्डू. बताइए राइट हैंड साइड में क्या है लेंथ का डायमेंशन? सो आई कैन सी लेंथ हेयर, आई कैन सी एल हेयर, आई कैन सी एल. सो व्हाट इज द डायमेंशन ऑफ लेंथ हेयर? -1 into a, that is minus a. Dimension of L here -3 into b, so plus -3b. Then what is dimension of length here? So 2 into c, that is 2c, so plus 2c. Ritvika, आपने कुछ गलत किया, not -2c, it will be plus 2c. Yeah, yes Swati, correct. So I've got the second equation. Now what about the third equation? तो time की बात करेंगे, तो t to the power, so t will have, बताओ time का dimension क्या है लेफ्ट साइड में? That is 1. What is the dimension of time on the right hand side? So t to the power -2a, and then t to the power -2c. तो -2a -2c. ठीक है बच्चा लोग? Guys, click yes if you have understood this. Please click yes if you have understood this point or this part. If you have any doubt, please let me know. If you have any doubt in this part, please let me know. ठीक है? I'll clarify. Okay, thank you. So, how many of you have got this answer? That a is equal to -7/6, b is equal to -half, and c is equal to 2/3. कितने लोगों का ये आंसर आया? Or if you have any change, if you have any other answer. तन्वय का तो अलग आंसर आया है. तन्मय has got -5/6, 1/2, 1/3. See, now it's your job to solve these three equations. ये तीनों इक्वेशन को आपको सॉल्व करना है. कैसे सॉल्व करोगे? आप क्या करोगे? इनको किन्हीं दो को आप ले लो फर्स्ट, ठीक है? बट वन मोर वे, देयर इज वन मोर वे टू सॉल्व दिस क्वेश्चन. क्या तरीका है सॉल्व करने का? आप इनको कुछ इस तरीके से फॉर्म में कन्वर्ट कर सकते हो. दिस इज व्हाट -2a -2c, राइट? सर इक्वेशंस वे आर करेक्ट बट द सॉल्यूशन गेट मेस्ड अप. या इट हैपेंस, कितन इट हैपेंस, ठीक है? सो नाउ द सॉल्यूशन फॉर दिस विल बी व्हाट? Solve these three equations to get the value of, or to get the values of small a, small b, and small c. Once you'll get the value of small a, small b, and small c, क्या करोगे? इस चीज को यहाँ पुट कर दोगे. That small a, small b, small c. That is what that have been required here, right? Yes, Vikas, you can do that. That is correct. So Vikas is suggesting multiply 3 by 1, 3 from multiply 3 with 1, and then add it to 2. See, if you multiply 3 here, what will happen? And if you add it to 2, this b and b will get cancelled. Then you will have an equation between a and c. And third equation is already having an equation with a and c. Now you can solve this combined equation for 1 and 2 and with 3. So you'll get the value of a and c from there. Okay? So you can do that. So I'm leaving it to you. Try to get the answer of a, b and c. Consider this as an assignment. Try to solve these three equations. क्या बोला? आप क्या करोगे first? You can multiply 3 here and add it to the second equation. If you add it, you'll get 3b here. Sorry, if you'll get 3b here, you're having -3b here. If you add it, they'll get cancelled. Okay? And you'll get a relation between a and c. Third equation is already having a relation between a and c. So now you can solve the combined equation of 1 and 2 with the 3 part. You'll get the answer for a and c. Once you'll get the value of a and c, put the value of a and c in any of the equation, you'll get the value of b. Alright guys, chalo, bahut badhiya. Now I need you to solve this question. Please try to get the correct answer. Please don't do mistakes, don't commit mistakes. Please try to get the correct answer for 8th example. ठीक है? When a solid sphere moves through a liquid, the liquid opposes the motion with a force F. ठीक है? The magnitude of F depends on the coefficient of viscosity. Now, how many of you don't know what is the viscosity? डायमेंशनल फॉर्मूला फॉर विस्कोसिटी, देखो मैं बता देता हूं क्या होता है. इन फ्लूइड मैकेनिक्स व्हेन आई विल टीच यू मैकेनिकल प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ फ्लूइड, आई विल टीच यू दिस विस्कोसिटी टर्म. ठीक है, देयर विल यूज अ इक्वेशन दैट इज कॉल्ड एज फोर्स विल बी इक्वल टू, फोर्स जो होगा वो क्या होगा, फोर्स दैट द विस्कस फोर्स, सो दैट विल बी एक्चुअली ये फोर्स नहीं होता, होता है स्ट्रेस. तो शियर स्ट्रेस विल बी इक्वल टू will be direct, ऐसा वो लिखते हैं हम लोग. दिस इज कॉल्ड एज न्यूटन्स लॉ ऑफ विस्कोसिटी. लेट मी राइट इट, न्यूटन्स लॉ ऑफ viscosity. He suggested that stress developed will be directly proportional to the velocity gradient dv by dy. ठीक है, so you can write tau is equal to, and to get rid of this proportional we introduced a constant and we named that constant as mu. ठीक है, so we write dv by dy. So this value, this is the viscosity. ठीक है, this mu is what, the viscosity. In some of the book you will find viscosity as mu, somewhere it will be written as n, somewhere it will be written as eta also. ठीक है, now what is tau here? This is the shear stress. ये क्या है बच्चा लोग? This is shear stress. Don't worry, this might look, क्या बोल रहे हो सर फालतू की बातें. Just imagine this is a stress. You will understand what is shear stress, what is normal stress in 9th chapter. ठीक है, just understand this is what stress. Stress क्या होता है? Power के. Stress will have the dimensional formula for pressure. जो भी pressure का dimensional formula होता है, the same dimensional formula will apply for stress also. So this is stress. This is dv by dy. इसको क्या बोलते हैं? Velocity gradient. मतलब change in y with respect to, sorry, change in velocity with respect to y. तो dv will have meter per second, dy will have meter. तो dv by dy is nothing but 1 by second. ठीक है, so tell me what will be the dimensional formula for mu then? So I can write mu will be written as tau divided by dv by dy, है ना? What is tau? So for dimensional formula I'll say ml inverse 1 t inverse 2 divided by dv by dy, meter per second divided by meter. So per second is there, right? So t to the power minus 1. Yes, Vikas, correct. So what is the dimensional formula for mu? So mu will have the dimensional formula as ml inverse 1 t inverse 1. ठीक है, now try to get the answer of force. ठीक है, try to get force in terms of, as it suggests, assuming that force is proportional to different powers of those quantities. And what are those quantities? As the force depends on coefficient of viscosity, radius of sphere, and the speed v of the sphere. ठीक है, तो what you have to assume? You have to assume f is directly proportional to, और मैं सीधा लिखता हूं, is some dimensionless constant k into mu to the power a, r to the power b, and speed v to the power c. Now try to get force as this. So try to get the value of small a, small b, and small c. Yes, Tarak Datta, very good. Keep it up. बहुत बढ़िया. Come on, guys. Try to get the answer. Tanmay, I couldn't understand what you're trying to say. You are writing the value of terminal velocity. Tanmay Kulkarni, you are writing the value of terminal velocity for a spherical ball. If you drop it in a liquid of density d, and if that if you drop it in a liquid of density rho, and if the ball is having density d, the formula that you are writing, तुम ये लिख रहे हो 2 by 9 into d minus rho into g r, क्या लिख रहे हो? गलत है, या r square, yeah, correct, divided by eta. So this is the formula for terminal velocity. I'm not asking you to find the value of terminal velocity. I am asking you to write f in terms of this. That's it. दूर क्यों जा रहे हो भाई? You will study these derivations for terminal velocity in 11th chapter. ठीक है, 11th or 10th? 11th chapter, yeah. Yes, Viswa, correct. Vikas has got the answer. Tarak Dutta has got the answer. Then Vishwa has got the answer. कीर्तन थोड़ा चेक करो अपना आंसर बच्चा. आर का पावर तेरा गलत हो गया है. ऋत्विका, आई थिंक योर आंसर इज इनकरेक्ट. ईटा, एन का पावर आई थिंक आपने गलत कुछ किया है. एंड आर ऑल्सो. यस कृष्णा, करेक्ट है. सो फ्यू ऑफ यू हैव गॉट द करेक्ट आंसर. बाकी लोग जल्दी आंसर करो बच्चा लोग. Just use the dimensional analysis and please avoid committing any silly mistakes, any calculation mistakes. उसको थोड़ा avoid करो. Yes, Harshvardhan. Yes, Harshvardhan has also got the correct answer. Come on बच्चा लोग जल्दी जल्दी आंसर करो. श्रीनिवास, थोड़ा गड़बड़ हो गया तुम्हारा. B का वैल्यू -1 नहीं आएगा. Srinivas, please review your answer. देखो, let me solve this, okay? And those who are solving, please verify the answers with me. फोर्स का डायमेंशन क्या लिखेंगे बच्चा लोग? तो m l t inverse 2 will be equal to dimensionless constant, no problem. Yes, Srinivas, please check. Now mu, what is mu here? The coefficient of viscosity. And what is the dimensional formula? m l inverse 1 t inverse 1 to the power small a. All right. Now, second term is what? Radius. What is radius, guys? Radius is nothing but length. You can express radius in terms of length, right? So it will have a dimension of length, L to the power b. Speed or the velocity, meter per second. So L t inverse 2, right? L, sorry, not 2 inverse 1. So L t inverse 1 to the power c. Now compare the dimensions. So comparing the dimensions of the first m. So what are the dimensions of m? What is the dimension of m on left hand side? 1. It must be equal to the dimension on the right hand side. What is the dimension of mass on the right hand side? So I'm having m to the power a and nothing. It should be equal to a. So a should be equal to 1. पहले ही मिल गया. Now this is very easy. L. If I compare the dimension of L, tell me what is the dimension of length? 1. Right hand side, minus a plus b plus c. Right? This is having L to the power minus a. This is having L to the power b. This is having L to the power c. And all of them are what? Multiplied. So minus a plus b plus c. ठीक है, बहुत बढ़िया. Now what about dimensional formula for t or dimension of t? So -2, this must be equal to, tell me the dimensions of t. So minus a, this is having minus a and this is having minus c. So I'll write minus a minus c. I know the value of a. What is a bachcha log? 1. If I put it, I'll get as -2 is equal to -1 minus c. So यहाँ से c क्या मिलेगा? c will be equal to -1 plus 2, that is 1. I'll get the value of c as 1. Once I get the value of c as 1, can I say b can be written as 1 plus a minus c? So put the value of a as 1 and c as 1. What is the value that you're going to get? 1. So a is equal to 1, b is equal to 1 and c is also 1. तो क्या मिलेगा बताओ? तो force will be written as some dimensionless constant k into, क्या लिखा है? eta or mu. तो mu to the power 1 into r to the power 1 into v to the power 1. ठीक है? See, this is nothing but the Stokes law. इसको क्या बोलते हैं बच्चा लोग? This is nothing but the Stokes law. आप पढ़ोगे इसके बारे में in fluid mechanics. And what is the value of this k value or the dimensionless constant? So it suggests that force on a spherical body moving with velocity v, moving with terminal velocity v, will be equal to 6 pi eta r into v or mu r into v. So tell me, what is the value of dimensionless constant here? 6 pi. What is the value of dimensionless constant here? 6 pi. ठीक है, तो करेक्ट आंसर क्या ये है? अभी स्टोक्स लॉ बताता ये है. नाउ कैन आई से दिस इज आल्सो अ करेक्ट इक्वेशन हियर. तो ये इक्वेशन नॉर्मली हमें क्या करेक्ट मिला है. सिर्फ ये कहां से मिलेगा? तो कुछ एक्सपेरिमेंट्स करने से मिलेगा आपको. ठीक है, सो विद द एक्सपेरिमेंट्स एंड ऑल you can get the value of dimensionless constant. All right guys, so this is how you can express a physical quantity into some other physical quantity, in terms of some other physical quantity, as I have expressed force in terms of coefficient of viscosity, radius and the terminal velocity. ठीक है, चलो अभी थोड़ा सा कुछ और सॉल्व करते हैं. That was the thing, they were the questions related to how to express a physical quantity in terms of some other physical quantity. Now let us change a little bit and try to solve this question. This is also application of dimensional analysis. This is also application of dimensional analysis, and we are going to use this fact that you can only compare two identical physical quantity on the same funda. You are going to solve this question. Okay, now try to solve this question guys. Last question. Why Meghna? Meghna, what is your doubt? You can ask. Come on guys, try to solve this question. Sorry, I can't launch the poll here because I have logged in to both the devices with the both the devices with the same account, so I can't launch a poll. You can answer in the chat. Meghna, normally in my class I don't allow them to take the screenshot. You have to go through these things one more time. Okay, please download the notes from the drive and try to copy it down then. Okay, screenshot will only take space in your mobile phone. It will only create chaos. Meghna, it will only create chaos if you're taking screenshots and all. After the class you can easily download these notes and you can copy it down. Okay, taking these screenshots will not help you that much. They will create chaos. ठीक है, ये अभी का है, वो कब का है, you can't name them, right? But these notes you can find in the drive clubbed together. Everything will be at a single place. ठीक है, so please follow this. Don't try to take screenshots and try to copy it down. Abhishek, please go to the group description. You'll find the link. Okay, E is the exponent bacha. Because last time I have told you exponential functions. I think you have missed the last class. Exponential functions, e to the power x, e to the power something. So this is what that exponent 2.728, the value is that. Okay? Yeah, Abhishek, you can get that link from the group description. Go to the WhatsApp group description. You will find out there are some links that are given to you. Course planner link, then you'll get the class schedule link, and then you'll get the notes link also. Okay, so from there you can find out these notes. Come on guys, answer this. So the dimensions of V naught and alpha. What will be the dimension of V naught and what will be the dimension of alpha? Come on guys, जल्दी से solve करो, बहुत ही आसान है. This is based on the fact that exponential functions, like if you remember the note that I have given you last class, that trigonometric functions, exponential functions and logarithmic functions, they will not have any dimensions. They are what? Dimensionless functions, right? See, in this question we have to find what is the dimensional formula for alpha and V naught, right? तो देखिए कैसे करेंगे. Can I see if I write x is equal to, acha, how many of you have considered this as x into t? How many of you have considered this as x into t? Click yes if you have considered this as x into t. If you have considered that, that is wrong. This is not x into t, bacha. This is called as x as a function of t. So we have expressed x in terms of t. So x depends on t. ठीक है? So this says x as a function of t. So don't multiply x into t. If you're doing that, you'll get wrong answer. Okay? देखो. So x is given to us as V naught divided by alpha into 1 minus e to the power minus alpha into t. Now ध्यान से देखो, if I am equating this with this one, can I say the dimension of x must be equal to the dimension of this? All right, बहुत बढ़िया. Now tell me, how will I get the dimension of this? If I decode this like this, if I simplify it, v naught alpha minus v naught alpha into e to the power minus alpha t. So can I say this v naught alpha and this pura term, they should also have the dimension of x, and this pura term must also have the dimension of x. और indirectly आप ऐसे भी बोल सकते, sorry guys, there was a power cut, sorry. देखो, yeah, so as I was talking about this question, yeah Trisha, it must have stuck. Oh, there was a power cut ना, तो बैकअप आने में फिर 1-2 मिनट का rebooting time लगता है. Anyway, so if I'm writing this as, so I'll say this pura term must have dimension of x, sorry, and this is what? Dimensionless. How did I say this is dimensionless? Reason बहुत simple है. 1 क्या है? 1 is a number, right? Nothing is mentioned here. So if 1 is dimensionless, this has to be dimensionless. And we also know that this is what a dimensionless quantity. All right? Yeah. I don't think so. X is not dimensionless. So let us get the answer now. So I'll write x is equal to v naught divided by alpha into 1 minus e to the power minus alpha into t. So this term is having dimension of x, but we don't have dimension of any one of them. How can I get dimension of v naught? So if I know the dimension of alpha, I can get the dimension of v naught. Or if I know the dimension of v naught, I can get the dimension of alpha. But I know dimension of none. किसी का नहीं पता है, तो कैसे निकालेंगे? But as you can see, this is given to us, exponential. So can I say this term e to the power minus alpha t is a dimensionless number or dimensionless, right? So what about this term? Alpha into t. So this is also dimensionless. ये क्या है बच्चा लोग? Dimensionless. So alpha into t is dimensionless. So tell me what will be the dimension of alpha? Can I say it should be t inverse 1? Because t is the time. T is the time. Just imagine it. Yeah. If you multiply alpha with t, t is having dimension of t, capital T. What should be the dimension of alpha? So that product alpha into t does not have any dimension. So it should be having t minus 1. So t minus 1 plus 1 is t to the power 0, right? All right, guys. So what is the dimension of alpha? It should be minus 1, t inverse 1. Okay. Now, if I know the value of alpha, if I know the dimension of alpha, now can I say that v naught by alpha should have the dimension of x? And tell me what is the dimension of x? That is nothing but L. X कितना है बच्चा? X is nothing but the position. Position कैसे बताते हो? Length के form में? So L. So can I say V naught can be written as L into dimension of alpha? What is dimension of alpha? बताइए जरा. Dimension of alpha is t inverse 1. So what is the correct answer? So dimension of V naught is nothing but L t inverse 1. Dimensional formula for alpha is nothing but T inverse 1. करेक्ट आंसर बताइए क्या है? तो T inverse 1, T inverse 1, तो गलत हो गया. L, this is L1, that is incorrect. L T inverse 1, that is the correct. Correct answer क्या मिला? Correct answer is option C. So for this question, option C is the correct answer. ठीक है? अथर्वा देखो, अथर्वा is saying I couldn't understand alpha is T inverse 1. Just imagine it here, bacha. If you're having alpha into T as M0, L0, T0, that is the meaning of dimensionless number, right? M0, L0, T0. Write down dimension of T. What is dimension of T? It should be equal to T0. So what will be the dimension of alpha? T0 divided by T1. So what will be the answer? If you don't understand, simply मैं ऐसे बताऊंगा आपको. अथर्वा got it? Sorry, अथर्व got it बच्चा? Very good, thank you. So let me raise this here. Question. इसको सॉल्व करो बच्चा लोग. बहुत ही आसान सवाल है. This question is very very easy. Try to get the answer for this, guys. F is given in terms of T and X. ठीक है? The force is given in terms of T and X. ठीक है? इसको आप साथ में अंदर मानना. Consider this as in the bracket. तो A sin CT plus B cos DX. Then the dimensions of A by B and C by D are given by. Very very easy question. Come on guys, answer this. चलो देखो मैं सॉल्व करता हूं. तो आई होप कि सब लोगों का कुछ ना कुछ आंसर आया होगा. So if I write F is equal to, ध्यान से देखना, A sin C into T plus B cos D into X. तो बताइए क्या क्या हम यहां से कंक्लूजन निकाल सकते हैं. Can I say I can only add two physical quantities if they are the same physical quantities. So if F is equal to this plus this, that means both of them must be the same physical quantity. That means A sin CT, इसको मैं ऐसे लिखता हूं, this पूरा term must be force. ठीक है? What about this? Then this पूरा term must be force. But what about this cos? Tell me bachalo, what about this cos? This is a trigonometric function. So I would say that cos dx has no dimension. So can I say that B must be the force only? Got it? Similarly, what about this sin CT? No dimension. So what about A? So A must be force only. All right guys, so these are the conclusions that you can make easily out of this, right? Now what we have to find? We have to find A divided by B. Tell me what will be the dimensional formula for A divided by B? Tell me guys. A divided by B. So force divided by force. तो क्या मिलेगा? No dimensions. So A divided by B will have no dimension. मतलब M0, L0, T0. So just by getting A by B ratio, I can say for sure option C is the correct answer. Because in option A by B is given to us as ML1 T inverse 2. That is incorrect. Option B given to us as ML T inverse 2. That is incorrect. Option D, M0L1 T inverse 1. Incorrect. So just by getting A by B ratio only, I can see C is the correct answer. But let us try to find out the C by D ratio also to understand it properly. Tell me what will be the dimension for C. So as I have decided, as I have got to know that sine CT is what? Dimensionless. In this one, can I say CT will also be dimensionless number? Because sine of angle does not have any dimension, right? So no dimension. If C into T is having no dimension, T is time. Tell me what will be the dimension of C. So this will give us that the dimension of C will be T inverse 1. All right? Yes, bacha. Now similarly, cos of D into X. So this dx will have no dimension. So what this dimension of D will be? तो बताइए D का dimension क्या हो जाएगा? Yes, L inverse 1. Now find out the ratio. क्या निकालना मुझे? तो what will be C by D? तो dimensions of C by D. तो C divided by D. बताओ बच्चा लोग क्या मिला मुझे? तो T inverse 1 divided by L inverse 1. That means I'm having L T inverse 1. Or you can say this as M0 L1 T inverse 1. Now look at the answers. Are we having M0 L1 T inverse 1? Yes. So correct answer क्या है बच्चा लोग? Option C. Guys, please click yes if you have understood this. बच्चा लोग please click yes if you have understood this. Thank you. So this is it guys. आज के लिए बस इतना ही. बाकी फिर कल मिलेंगे. और तब तक के लिए stay safe, stay healthy, and enjoy Muddy. Happy learning, guys. Take care. See you tomorrow.